Your gut is not just a tube that moves food from A to B. It is a living neighborhood of cells, nerves, and microbes that talk to the rest of you all day long. After 50, digestion can feel different. Meals that used to behave may now linger, certain foods feel louder, and irregular schedules throw the system off more easily. The encouraging part is that the gut responds quickly to routine, gentle ingredients, and calm timing. You do not need a complicated diet to feel better. You need a stable plate, steady hydration, friendly fiber, and simple habits that let your digestive system work without drama. Think of your gut as a team. Stomach acid begins the breakdown, enzymes continue the work, the small intestine absorbs, the large intestine handles water and fiber, and billions of microbes help process what you cannot. The team wants predictable shifts and fuel it recognizes. Wild swings in meal size, long fasts followed by heavy dinners, and a parade of ultra-processed snacks confuse the rhythm. When meals arrive on a schedule and look familiar, vegetables, beans, whole grains, fruits, yogurt, olive oil, herbs, digestion becomes quieter and energy more steady. Fiber is not a punishment, it is a tool. Soluble fiber becomes a gentle gel that slows digestion in a good way and feeds helpful microbes. You find it in oats, barley, beans, lentils, apples, pears, and many vegetables. Insoluble fiber adds bulk and helps keep things moving, showing up in wheat bran, whole grains, skins of vegetables, and leafy greens. Most people do best with a calm mix of both, added gradually with water alongside, so the system has what it needs to move comfortably. Fermented foods carry friendly bacteria and acids that many guts enjoy. Plain yogurt with live cultures, kefir, buttermilk, sauerkraut, kimchi, miso, and fermented pickles are examples. You do not need large amounts. A spoonful with a meal or a small bowl of yogurt most days is enough to send the message. If your system is sensitive, start tiny and let comfort guide the dose. The goal is cooperation, not conquest. Hydration is the quiet partner of fiber. Without water, even the best ingredients can feel like a traffic jam. Pour water first at meals, keep a glass where you read, and sip between tasks. Herbal tea counts. Coffee and tea in moderation can be fine, but let water be the default. A steady trickle across the day supports comfortable stools, calmer hunger, and happier microbes. Protein matters for gut comfort because it steadies appetite and slows the rush that can follow a plate of refined starch alone. Eggs, yogurt, fish, chicken, tofu, tempeh, beans, and lentils all bring protein that plays well with digestion. When protein sits next to vegetables and whole grains, meals feel complete without the heavy swing that leaves you sleepy or searching for sweets. Fats belong on the plate, and the kind you choose changes the tone of digestion. Olive oil, avocado, nuts, seeds, and olives bring fats that feel smooth and satisfying. Rich fried foods, large cream sauces, and heavy late-night meals tend to sit longer and ask more of the system. Season with olive oil and herbs, use measured amounts, and let flavor be bold without turning dinner into a test of endurance. Carbohydrates are not the enemy. They are a major fuel, and the gut handles them best when they arrive as intact plants or minimally processed grains. Oats, barley, quinoa, brown rice, buckwheat, and whole grain bread provide energy wrapped in fiber and minerals. Pastries and ultra-refined snacks arrive like a crowd at once, overwhelming the doors and leaving you with a sugar spike and a crash. Choose the slower crowd, and the line moves easily. Meal timing is a lever you control. Your gut appreciates a simple rhythm, a steady breakfast, a lunch that does not try to be a feast, and a dinner that leaves time for the system to relax before bed. Late, large meals keep digestion busy when the rest of you wants to wind down. If evenings are your social time, shift the main meal earlier and keep a lighter plate later. Small, predictable changes are often more powerful than a brand new set of rules. If gas and bloating visit, think in terms of pace and portions before you point at villains. Large bites and fast eating trap air. Carbonated drinks deliver bubbles that become discomfort later. Artificial sweeteners and sugar alcohols found in some diet foods can ferment loudly for certain people. Try smaller, calmer meals, chew slowly, and choose still water for a while. Many guts respond quickly to these quiet adjustments. Spices are more than flavor. They are gentle tools. Ginger can soothe queasy days, peppermint can relax a tense gut, and fennel can help gas move along. Cinnamon, cumin, coriander, and turmeric make vegetables and beans taste exciting without relying on heavy sauces. A lively kitchen turns fiber-rich meals into something you look forward to instead of something you endure. Yogurt and kefir deserve a closer look because they carry both protein and helpful cultures in a format that many guts tolerate well. Choose plain versions and add your own fruit or a drizzle of honey if you want sweetness. Flavored cups can carry surprising amounts of added sugar that drown out the benefits. If dairy feels unsure, start with a few spoonfuls and let comfort decide. Lactose-free versions and fermented dairy often land easier. Beans and lentils are champions for gut health, but they ask for patience if you are not used to them. Rinse canned beans well to remove some of the fermentable compounds that cause loudness. Start with small portions and increase gradually. Cooked lentils in soups or stews often feel gentler than beans in big salads when you are just getting acquainted. Vegetables provide fiber, minerals, and water. If raw salads sometimes feel edgy, try roasting, sautéing, or steaming. Heat softens fiber and can make the experience friendlier. A tray of roasted carrots, zucchini, peppers, and onions with olive oil and herbs becomes a base for bowls all week. Soup is another path. Vegetables, beans, barley, and leafy greens simmer into a meal that feels kind to the gut and generous to the rest of you. Fruit is a welcome guest. Whole fruit brings fiber and water to the party. Berries, oranges, kiwi, pears, apples, and bananas each offer a different texture and mix of fibers. If certain fruits feel too lively, pair them with yogurt, nuts, or a slice of whole grain toast so they arrive with company. Juice behaves differently. It is fruit without the breaks. Keep it small or mix a splash into sparkling water for flavor without a flood. Bread can live on the table, but let it be true, whole grain bread that feels dense, not fluffy. Thick slices invite slower eaten and carry olive oil, hummus, or avocado well. If you suspect wheat makes you uncomfortable, pay attention without jumping to conclusions. Sometimes the issue is portion size or toppings, not the grain itself. If symptoms are persistent or severe, take notes and discuss them with your clinician rather than self-diagnosing complex conditions. Reflux is a common complaint, especially when dinner drifts late or portions grow. A few changes calm many nights. Eat a little earlier, stop eating 2 to 3 hours before bed, and avoid lying down right after meals. Keep rich, spicy, or very acidic meals for lunch instead of dinner. If nighttime symptoms persist, ask your clinician for guidance. Simple mechanical changes often help as much as medications, and professional advice keeps the plan safe. Constipation has many parents: low fiber, low water, irregular movement, certain medications, and a habit of waiting too long. Bring back regular meals, add fiber gradually, drink water, and move daily. Even a short walk wakes up the system. A consistent morning routine with a warm drink and a few minutes of calm often sets the stage for a comfortable day. On the other side, loose stools can follow infections, rich meals, or sudden changes in diet. The gut prefers a steady script. Settle the day with simple foods like rice or oats, yogurt if tolerated, ripe bananas, and broths alongside water. Return beans, raw vegetables, and heavy spices gradually as comfort returns. If symptoms persist or include red flags like fever or blood, involve your clinician promptly. Movement feeds the gut through more than appetite. Walking massages the intestines gently from the outside and organizes nervous system signals that govern motility. A short stroll after meals often reduces bloating and improves regularity. Strength practice helps in a quieter way by stabilizing posture and giving the abdomen a firm but friendly support. You are not trying to burn off food. You are helping the system do its work with better coordination. Stress puts the nervous system on alert, and the gut hears that alarm. When stress stays high, digestion can feel either too fast or too slow. Install small breaks throughout the day. 2 slow breaths before you open messages. A minute of shoulder rolls between tasks, and a short walk after tense conversations. A calmer nervous system sends calmer instructions to the gut. Sleep changes how the gut behaves the next day. Short, choppy nights can increase cravings and make the gut more reactive. Protect a simple evening routine. Dim lights, a warm shower, a book, and a cool, quiet room. If you share a bed with a snorer or wake unrefreshed, that is worth a conversation at your next visit. Better sleep often means a kinder morning stomach. Medications matter. Some pain relievers and certain supplements can irritate the gut or slow it down. If a new pill arrives around the same time as new discomfort, note the timing and ask your clinician about alternatives or different dosing. Never change prescriptions on your own. The goal is comfort that cooperates with your larger health plan. Budget and digestion can be friends. The least expensive foods are often the best for your gut: oats, beans, lentils, rice, potatoes, carrots, onions, cabbage, frozen vegetables, yogurt, and olive oil. Shop the perimeter for produce and protein. Then head to the aisles for grains, canned tomatoes, and beans. A pot of soup, a tray of roasted vegetables, and a bowl of yogurt can carry a week with very little stress on your wallet. Cooking methods change how foods feel. Roasting concentrates sweetness and softens fibers. Steaming preserves color and texture while making vegetables friendlier. Sautéing with olive oil and herbs turns a pile of greens into a dish you crave. Pressure cookers and slow cookers make beans and grains tender without constant attention. The easier it is to make gentle food, the more often it appears on your table. A sample day can tie these ideas together. Morning begins with water and a steady breakfast. Oats cooked with milk or water, topped with walnuts and berries, or eggs with spinach and tomatoes with a slice of whole grain toast. Lunch brings a bowl built on beans or lentils, greens, crunchy vegetables, olive oil, and lemon, with yogurt on the side. Dinner arrives earlier than it used to, with roasted vegetables, quinoa or brown rice, and salmon or tofu. A short walk after meals and a calm wind down close the loop. If you enjoy variety, rotate themes by the week. One week can lean Mediterranean with olive oil, tomatoes, cucumbers, beans, fish, and herbs. Another week can lean towards soups and stews with barley and root vegetables. Yet another can feature bowls built around brown rice, tofu, and greens. Variety keeps the mind interested while the gut enjoys familiar building blocks. If you prefer routine, keep the menu almost the same and change only the spice or the vegetable color. The gut likes predictability, and your life may like fewer decisions. A dependable breakfast, a reliable lunch, and a gentle dinner remove the need to negotiate every day. Restaurant meals can cooperate with your gut. Order water first and let it arrive before you decide. Choose grilled, baked, or steamed options and ask for sauces on the side. Enjoy bread with olive oil rather than heavy butter if that feels better. Share a richer dish or box half for tomorrow. A short walk afterward improves comfort and sets you up for calmer sleep. Travel does not have to roll your gut. Pack a refillable bottle, a small bag of nuts, and a short list of friendly airport foods. Plain yogurt, fruit, salads with oil and vinegar, or simple sandwiches on whole grain bread. On arrival, take a short walk to reset the system. Keep the first dinner simple and the first night gentle. Your gut likes new scenery more when the plan stays familiar. Artificial sweeteners and sugar alcohols are mixed characters. Some people tolerate them. Others find that they bring gassiness and cramping. Read labels once, and then buy the versions that feel best in your own body. If you choose them, keep portions small and notice how you feel. Your gut is the best lab you have. Lactose tolerance can change with age. If milk or ice cream leave you uncomfortable, try lactose-free milk, yogurt, kefir, or small portions paired with other foods. Hard cheeses are often easier than soft, fresh ones. If dairy consistently causes trouble, you can meet your protein and calcium needs with yogurt alternatives, tofu set with calcium, leafy greens, beans, and fortified plant milks. Gluten becomes a headline often, but it is not an automatic villain. If you have celiac disease or a medically confirmed sensitivity, strict avoidance under guidance is important. If you simply feel better with fewer refined wheat products, choose whole grains you enjoy and watch portions. The point is comfort and nutrition, not belonging to a food tribe. Mindset matters because stress and digestion share a long hallway of nerves. Speak to yourself kindly when a day goes sideways. A single heavy meal is not a failure, it is a data point. Notice what helped, adjust the next plate, and carry on. The system learns from repetition, not from perfection. If mornings are rough, try a warm drink, a short walk around the house, and a gentler breakfast. If evenings are the trouble spot, move dinner earlier, dim the lights, and keep the plate simpler and smaller. When you identify a pattern, design the hour around it so your gut feels expected, not surprised. If you keep a small journal, make it easy. Write what you ate, when you moved, how you slept, and how your gut felt. Within a couple of weeks, you will see your personal triggers and your best allies. Decisions become simple when they are based on your own evidence rather than someone else's rules. Community helps more than we admit. Cooking with a friend, sharing a walk after dinner, or trading simple recipes keeps the effort light. A gut-friendly life looks like normal life, with a bit more attention and a bit less rush. Support makes that easy to repeat. If you like to cook, make a few sauces that turn vegetables and grains into dinner without much thinking. olive oil with lemon and garlic, yogurt with herbs, tahini with lemon and a splash of water, or a quick tomato garlic pan sauce. Keep them in small jars in the fridge so flavor is always ready. When food tastes good, consistency follows. If you do not enjoy cooking, assemble rather than cook. Washed greens, canned beans, cherry tomatoes, sliced cucumbers, olives, a piece of whole grain bread, and a drizzle of olive oil add up to a meal in 3 minutes. Plain yogurt with fruit and walnuts is dessert that feels like a favor to your gut rather than a dare. Red flags deserve respect. If you notice blood in stool, black tarry stools, fever with abdominal pain, difficulty swallowing, or unintentional weight loss, seek medical care. This guide is for daily comfort and maintenance. Professionals are there for the situations that ask for more than routine. Over time, gentle habits change how you feel in ordinary moments. After lunch, you still have energy, evening sits comfortably, and mornings start without an argument. Your gut becomes a reliable partner rather than a mystery. The formula is not glamorous. Vegetables, beans, whole grains, fruits, yogurt, olive oil, herbs, steady water, regular movement, calmer evenings. But it is the kind that lasts because it fits a normal life. When advice online grows loud or extreme, return to what your body has shown you. Simple plates, a little movement after meals, consistent sleep, and a kind kitchen will beat complicated rules over months and years. Your gut is paying attention to what you repeat. Give it a routine worth repeating. Imagine a Tuesday that begins with light. You open the curtain, drink a glass of water, and choose a steady breakfast. A short walk after the meal feels like a switch that turns on digestion gently. Lunch is colorful and calm, and you take a few minutes outside before returning to your tasks. Dinner arrives earlier, the kitchen closes, and the evening cools. Nothing fancy, just a rhythm your gut can predict. Picture a weekend grocery trip where you shop with comfort in mind. You pick vegetables you actually eat, a fruit that is in season, a couple of cans of beans, a sturdy whole grain plain yogurt, olive oil, and herbs. Back home, you roast a tray of vegetables and cook a pot of grains. The fridge becomes a friendly map for the week rather than a puzzle. Consider a restaurant evening. You order water first, choose a grilled main, add extra vegetables, and keep sauces on the side. You enjoy a slice of bread with olive oil and save dessert for a different day. A stroll afterward turns an indulgence into a good memory instead of a long night. Think of travel days as days for gentleness. You pack a small kit, you move every hour, and you choose simple meals when you arrive. The first morning, you take a short walk and drink water before coffee. Your gut thanks you with normalcy in a place that is not normal.